This is my camera bag EDC everyday carry whenever I go from the office to home, home to the office. Whatever that EDC situation is, this is what I carry with me all the time because you never know when you're gonna have to bust out a camera, and right now I love having this setup. The bag I'm using is the Wander 21 liter, and I do have the camera cube in this bag. Now this bag is great. I've used it to travel with, like this up here, you can fit all of your clothes in if you need. This pocket right up at the top, but it has a big pocket that expands out, so you could fit a lot of stuff in there. Like I traveled 3 days to Las Vegas with just a camera and some clothes, and it was a fantastic bag just for a quick trip. It's got some nice little details on here too, like this magnetic strap, wander more, worry less, and that just kind of magnetizes together. And you got a bunch of different pockets on here as well. So I've got like this front pocket, you can put some filters in here, some extra clothes if you need to. You've got this bottom pocket right here, which I've put some like charge cables and things in there. I don't have any charge cables with me right here because usually I'm going back and forth from the office and home, so I have all the cables that I need. You've got the different loops for the arm straps. I put a carabiner on there. Sometimes I carry a water bottle with me, and then a chest strap. One of the great features of this bag is this pocket right here, right at the top. This is great if you're traveling and you need to, put some gum in there. I've got some medicine, chapstick. It's an easy access pocket, especially if you're sitting down and just need to put something in there real quick. Maybe you have some travel information that you need to carry with you. That is a great pocket. Let's say you're just walking around and you put your keys somewhere. It's got this great pocket right on the side for that. Just little pockets here and there on this bag that makes for a great everyday bag. So if I want to access my camera, I've obviously got the side pocket right here that I can just pull the camera out right from the side. So easy, quick access to the camera. And I'll show you this real quick too. It does have a kind of a secret pocket right here. So let's say maybe you need to carry your passport with you or some other forms of, important documents, documentation. It's got a nice little hidden pocket behind this strap for, your carry-on, that type of thing. And then finally on the side you have like a water bottle holder, or if you have a small tripod, you can stick it in there as well. This bag is small, but you can fit a ton of stuff in here. And I haven't even gotten to the inside of the bag yet. So if you're looking for an everyday bag, an everyday carry bag, this Wander 21 liter is a fantastic size with a bunch of different options even to travel with. Now, the one drawback that I have with this bag is that this pad right here, when it is up against your back here, I have noticed that whatever this material is, will cause the back of my shirt to pill up a little bit. So I have noticed that on a few of my shirts, especially if I wear this bag for long periods of time. So let's open up the bag, and here's everything that I carry with me on a regular basis. And first of all, I'm just gonna start with this pocket right here and pull out the MacBook, 14-inch. This is my main workhorse. Right now I'm editing on DaVinci Resolve. The 14-inch fits perfect in this bag right here. Now you will have trouble, maybe if you have a little bit bigger, if you have a 16-inch MacBook Pro, it probably will not fit in this bag. I'm just gonna take the MacBook out and put it off to the side. Now when we open up the bag, you notice a bunch of these pockets right here. Now I've got my editing drive right here. It's just an M2 drive in a cooling system. So this is a really fast editing drive that I keep with me all the time. Now in some of these other pockets, I've got SD card holder, right? You want to keep some of those with you. In this pocket right here, I've got the Apple mouse. This is not my favorite mouse to edit with, but it is small, compact, and easy to transport, especially on an everyday basis. If I'm traveling, I can edit with that really easily. All right, in this pocket right here, I've got some drone filters for the Mavic Mini 3. Also, a multi-tool. You kind of want to always have a multi-tool with you. You never know when you're going to need it, mount it to a tripod, anything like that. So again, on this Wander 21 liter, you have all of these different pockets in here, pouches, slots that you can toss things in. So there's a ton of storage in this bag. Now that fold-up pocket that I'm going to get to right now, this is where I'm going to be keeping my camera strap in case I need to, just take the camera out, carry it around. And this is the Peak Design camera strap, and it does have the quick release on there, which I'll show you in just a sec. I've got the controller for the drone, and I like having the controller with the monitor on it rather than using my phone as a monitor. It just drives me crazy having to bust out my phone every time for that. And then obviously some power supply, right, for the MacBook Pro, just in case I have to plug in and give it a charge, because when you're editing some of that footage, it's gonna drain your battery, so you want to have a power supply with you. So that's everything I keep in this top pouch, unless I have my calendar with me. I'll toss it in there, or if I have some clothes, like I'm doing a little trip, I can access it from here, or the top folding pocket. All right, so the drone I keep with me is the Mavic Mini 3 Pro, and I love how small it is, how light it is. I have the light battery in it right now, the ultra light battery, and you can just toss this up real quick, especially with the controller with the monitor, the RC controller with the monitor. You don't have to worry about setting up your phone or anything like that. This gets some great shots. And I don't do a lot with drone work. I like having one with me just in case. But I love this drone because it is so small and so light, and it's easy to carry around on an everyday basis. Then I've got the extra drone battery. This one lasts a little bit longer, is a little bit heavier. And then the main feature, everyday carry camera, is the LUMIX G9 II. And on the G9 II, I've got the LUMIX 12-35 f2.8. So the G9 II is a micro four thirds camera, and then with the LUMIX 12-35, this would be basically your 24-70 setup. So the 12-35 I would consider like your everyday lens, right? It'd be like the 24-70, just a workhorse lens, and look how small it is on the micro four thirds system, like the G9 II. So anytime I need to pull out a camera real quick, maybe we're on a family hike or something like that, because it's gonna do everything that I need it to do, and the form factor is just so small. And again, I have the quick release on the camera strap if I wanna carry it with me that way. A couple filters I have on the lens is a K&F variable ND filter, because you're always gonna wanna have a variable ND filter. Then I also have the K&F Concept. It's a Black Pro Mist filter, and this is at 1/4. Sometimes I'll pop that filter off if I don't want it, but a lot of times I'll just keep it on because I like that look of having the image really bloomed out. And these K&F Black Mist filters I actually really like, and I just want to say thanks to Matt Dangu, because he's the one that showed me these filters. They're inexpensive. They're a great alternative to the Tiffin Black Pro Mist filters. So the LUMIX G9 II is my everyday carry camera with the 12-35, but I also like holding on to the 35-100, which this is going to be your 70-200 millimeter equivalent. And just look at the size of that. I'm just going to grab a 70-200 full frame lens so that you can compare. All right, so this is the 70-200 full frame. This is the 35-100 micro four thirds, which would be the 70-200. And you can just see the size difference. Now, if you hold it in the bag, you can see why I would carry the 35-100 over the 70-200 as an everyday carry setup. In this size of a bag, I just wouldn't be able to carry the 70-200 with me. So having a telephoto lens like the 35-100 is great. And this whole system is going to be weather sealed as well. And again, I have the K&F Nano 58 millimeter variable ND and the K&F Black Diffusion at 1/4 just to match what I have on this lens right here. Now, both these lenses have the power optical image stabilization, which is great for if you're doing a lot of handheld work. This camera also has that boost mode for the image stabilization, so you don't have to carry a tripod with you. You can just put that boost image stabilization on, so when you hold it, it would be like it was on a tripod. So this G9 II with these lenses is just a perfect everyday carry setup. I can't get over how easy, how accessible it is, how small it is. The form factor is so nice and compact and light as well, so I can keep it in my bag back and forth every single day. One other lens that I keep in here is the LUMIX 9mm, and this is a f1.7. And this is obviously nice to have in the camera bag as well, because if you do decide to do any type of like vlog type shot, having this 9mm is a great little lens to keep in your kit. And then the only other thing I would have are some extra filters, and these are just the K&F diffusion filters. These are actually at 1/8, and so if you want to tone down that diffusion a little bit, you can toss these on instead of the 1/4. All right, that is everything that I carry with me every day. Everyday carry camera setup. The G9 II with the 12 to 35 millimeter, the 35 to 100 millimeter, and sometimes the 9 millimeter. You have everything ready just to pop the camera out real quick and take the shot. So any future little trips that I need to take, this will be the camera bag, the camera setup that I'll be taking with me. Let me know if you have an everyday carry camera that you use. What's your setup like? Let me know down in the comments and we can get a conversation started down there. Now I mentioned travel a few times in this video, and I think the G9 II is actually a perfect travel camera. I think it's the best travel camera actually for this year. And if you want to see why, check out this video that's popping up on your screen right here. I go through all the details of why I think the G9 II is the perfect travel camera for you this coming year if you have any big trips coming up. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.